Hello, hello. This one hopefully will be short. I just wanted to introduce a little bit of my art. This past year plus since losing my partner, I have had a really hard time expressing my grief. Um, I have safe places where I can do that, but for myself and how to process it outside of therapy and support groups. And I tried journaling and writing, which is something regularly recommended. And if that works for you, that's awesome. Um, Only now am I ever even capable of really speaking on it with like regular people that aren't part of my support system. So it is still a hard thing for me to work through and process, but art has been something that has been helpful for me. And I am not a trained artist. My dad is an artist. That is his profession. He's a wonderful cartoonist. And he did teach me some very basic art things when I was pretty little, 7 or 8 or so. But I find it very restrictive for me to follow the squares and the shapes and everything. I guess I really appreciate the chaos of just creating something. I also find I like the symbolism of the chaos of drawing free form without really paying too close attention to dimension and things like that. So, anyways, I've never been a big fan of the abstract art, but apparently that is my style, at least in this chaotic state that my brain is in. I don't want to go too deep onto grief today. This has just been a coping mechanism. I would much rather that people appreciate my art because it makes them think than to think that it's good or, some wonderful talent. Because I just draw trying to represent an emotion or something I'm processing. And so I will likely rotate out some of my artwork. Let me see. I'm terrible at this. Let me see if I can go in a little bit closer. Okay, so this is my first one that I did. It's called Shattered. And, oh my god, I'm a terrible videographer. And yeah, so that's one. This one I named Love. Oh my god, I'm too short for all this reaching. This is Love. Love is a very complex emotion, I think, and I do draw a lot of split-faced ones. This is my favorite currently. This one here is more about the heartache of love. It can call the color out of you. It has a stranglehold on her, but at the same time it's giving her life. So love is both a positive and can be a detrimental negative. This is what I think about when people tell me that, I'm going through some form of metamorphosis, some form of transformation, and I don't know what the hell it is. And this is my representation of that change. It's a painful, ugly change. I'm losing all my color. All of these I consider to be self-portraits, and I'm just staring into this abyss, with clawed hands and these monster wings and all the color sucked out of me, and I don't know what the fuck I'm turning into. But if you read anything else into this, that is totally fine. Oh boy, this is going to be so wobbly. This was my first split face one that I did. She does not have a name. Actually, I call her the Twisted Neck because her neck is extraordinarily long and looks twisted. And this is meant to represent the duality of feelings. Generally, people would consider these conflicting emotions, but in grief and depression, you can have two very conflicting feelings at the same time. Do you like that, Miss Lady? She's checking it out. She just had a little bit of water. This is another of my earlier drawings, and it's the masks that we wear. I've learned I have quite the poker face in grief, but the masks that we wear to appear content and okay. Meanwhile, we're drowning in our own tears. Very dramatic, I know. And then this is one of my favorites here. I named her Weird Rabbit because for some reason, Miss Lady, do you have to be right there? Can you go? You're so sweet. Hi, lady. Hi. Okay. Well, I call her Weird Rabbit because for some reason the face makes me think a little bit of a rabbit. I'm not sure why. But this is one of my favorites. It's just that disjointed feeling. Everything's in the wrong place. Everything's just off and wrong. And pieces are missing. And this is what's left. And so I do like that one. And to end on a positive note, I have many, many more, but I'm not framing everything. And of course, it's more just what I prefer. These are ones that are going upstairs. Lady, do you have to be right there? You want to come in my lap? Okay, hop on up. There we go. That's a good spot for you. Right on the lap. And this one here I called Memories. And lady, you are on the cord. Oh my goodness. Oh, animals. So yes, she is nude. I draw most of my women nude and then I put clothes on them. Just memories. To me, rain is just very... It's melancholy. It makes you remember good things, bad things. It just... Yeah, to me, rain symbolizes memories. And it was raining the night that I drew this, of course. And I was actually feeling kind of not terrible. And so she ended up not turning into some dark, rabid monster. Most of my artwork, I do start with rainbows. And then eventually the dark and the black and, the shadows start coming in. And they become increasingly twisted and that's sort of my process. I don't know. This is all done with color pencils, mostly Crayola. I did just splurge on a nice set of Prism something. I don't know. Prismacolor. That's it. But yeah, I do some art in my downtime, and this is some of it. So now my backdrop won't be completely vacant and a plain white wall, and my head is directly in front of my dragon lady. But yeah. Hope you enjoyed that. It's a very short little video introducing a few pieces of my artwork. I have many, many more. I am starting to write a bit. It's just a lot for me to process. And I find art very liberating. And even for people who aren't artistic or have no training, I just think it's really fun to do just for yourself. Yeah, I don't know. That's some of my art. It's a little creepy and a little disturbing, and that's how I like it, apparently. I really wish I could draw, well. I do really wish I could do that, but I have a really hard time focusing and learning anything new at the moment, so yeah, this is what it ends up being. And every time I try to use construction, I will say though, of course, because I always have a random story. I was really proud of myself for staying on track. There is an artist, and for the life of me, I'm forgetting her name. She's from the UK, and she does color pencil art. And I really enjoyed watching her technique, and she likes to use, I wish I knew her name. Oh, I feel so bad, because I should definitely, she's just very talented. And I did try her technique of using a marker base before coloring over with pencil, specifically for Love's hair here. The rest of her face, I didn't know what colors I was going to do. I kind of wing it, go willy-nilly with the pencils, and if a pencil catches my eye, that's the next one I'm using, and eventually a look starts forming. It's a very random way. I should never teach art. Plus, I'd have to learn art first in order to teach it. But anyways, she had some wonderful artwork, and she primarily likes to color and draw Black women, and I try to have a variety of looks, even though I consider all of these to be self-portraits. They are self-portraits of my emotions, not my face, clearly. But I really wanted to play with the coily hair, and so I did this, and I really want to message her and just tell her, look at this weird twisted thing I came up with using some of your tips and techniques. I appreciate you. Maybe I'll do that. I need to actually find her channel. I am subscribed, but maybe she hasn't uploaded anything super recently, and so I'm not finding her. So instead, right now, I'm watching Khadija Bo, I think is the last name. They are a very awesome streamer and have a lot of good information and knowledge, and they can sing quite spectacularly. So anyways, now I've babbled. There, then it's a proper Sarah style video. So thanks for stopping by and looking at the art, and I will talk in the future about depression and other things, but at the moment I'm still processing through a lot of that, and I don't want to just be a soppy mess on for an entire video. So yeah, that's that. Ciao.